Welcome to another edition of Reaching Out. I'm Gregory Floyd, President Local 237 Teamsters. Today we have on our show Chief Brian Conroy, Commanding Officer of the New York City Police Department's School Safety Division. Chief, welcome to Reaching Out.
Thank you very much for having me here.
Thank you. For our listeners and our people viewing on television, tell us a little bit about your background.
I've been on the police department now for 30 years. I've been assigned as a commanding officer to the School Safety Division since August, so I'm going on my 8th month. Prior to that, I was a commanding officer of the Vice Enforcement Division for 5 years. And previous to that, I spent most of my time in patrol assignments, commanding officer of 3 precincts right here in Manhattan. And this is a new exciting, I call it a venture for me, a new side of the police department that I had not worked with before. So it's exciting.
Since coming over to school safety in August of 2011, what has been your experience?
Well, my first experience was just I've been sort of in awe of the job that the School Safety Division has in front of them. Obviously, the size of the New York City school system, the number of school sites, the population of students, the complex issues that face them every day. So I've been thoroughly impressed with the work and the scope of the job that they do every day in our schools.
Now, one would think you have an easy job. How hard could a school safety agent's job be? But since I represent them, I could tell you I know how hard it is. Just for our listeners and parents out there, just think about 1 million children to begin with. And then let's take the high school level and the adolescents, the ones who really give us problems. Imagine having a couple of 100,000 of them to deal with, and that's what you have to deal with every day.
And like I said, it's quite amazing the job that the responsibility they have every day. Their mission is to provide a safe environment inside our schools so our principals can lead those schools, the teachers can teach, and our students, our most important commodity, can come to school and learn in that safe environment. So they have a tremendous important job. Your cities and neighborhoods are based on the success of your schools, often judged by that. So the tremendous job, a complex job that they perform every day out there. And they do it with a lot of pride, and they do it with a lot of professionalism. And that's one thing I've really seen from the onset of first coming here, the pride and professionalism that our school safety agents take in the job that they're doing every day.
Now, you've had some conversations with the school safety agents.
Yes, I have.
What have they asked you, and what can you share with us, and what did you share with them when they asked you questions?
Well, first thing, what I see from them or what I tell them is that the tremendous job they're doing, and what I hear from, I believe relate back to them, what I hear from our principals, our assistant principals, of the appreciation they have for them in the school every day and how recognized they are by their immediate environment, which is our principals and their teachers, and also from parents. I'm hearing constantly when I'm visiting schools, being stopped, your school safety agent's doing a great job. So I make sure they know that. But I also make sure that they know that the police department itself, from the police commissioner to Chief Banks, the commanding officer of community affairs, our chief of department, Joe Esposito, the tremendous appreciation for the job that they're doing and the recognition that the job that they're doing out there. Schools are an important, very important part of what the police department sees as a critical mission. So the school safety is, again, an important part of that. So I really want to make sure that they know that they recognize that the job they do. And I think that's happening. I think they're really starting to realize how important they are to the whole New York City Police Department.
Now, you have a mission to make schools even safer than they were before you got the assignment as a commanding officer of school safety. What changes have you made since taking over?
Well, we're trying to do a lot of different things. And again, they've been doing this job for many years before I got here, and they've done a tremendous job. The crime statistics bear that out. But what we want to always looking to make things even better. And what we're looking to make sure is that not just inside the schools is safe, but that getting back and forth to schools. And we're partnered, the School Safety Division, partnership with the uniformed police officers, working together to make sure that these kids, our students, can get back and forth to school every day in a safe environment also. You know, we know, Greg, if they can't get to school or they can't get home from school safely, well, they're not going to come to school, and that's going to make it difficult for them. So we want that whole environment to be safe in and outside the school. We're also looking to increase the intelligence gathering component of our school safety. It's well recognized that the school safety agents have a tremendous amount of knowledge about what goes on inside the schools. So the programs now we're instituting is to get that knowledge out from them to our uniformed police officers, to our intelligence officers, and to feed them back information that we have. So to make this is going to help identifying who our problem individuals might be inside the school, identifying crews and gangs, so we can now take action to do something about that. You know, not only on that safety level, but also on the outreach level. You know, we're increasing our community outreach that we can reach out to kids and sort of reduce the amount of conflicts that are going on inside the schools.
Now, do you have a special program for anti-bullying, or are you going to develop something?
Yes, we do. Yeah. We have it now. We have a community outreach unit that will go out to schools, give presentations, not only to students, but very important, we're also giving it to parents and teachers and principals. So everybody understands the concept of bullying. And there's something new in the mix here now. There's your social networking.
Yes.
All right?
Yes.
Not everybody's parents. Myself, I'm not on the social networking. So it's important that we're also giving education to the parents of what to look for, so they can see if their children are being bullied over the internet or over a social network.
Yes, that's right, because you have the age of texting and cell phones. There's all kinds of electronic devices that you could bully students with. Yeah.
It's not just face-to-face confrontation, or that's certainly still a component of it. Now we have a new thing in the mix, and this is this social technology type of thing. So we have to make sure that everybody's knowledgeable of that and what we can do to sort of prevent that.
Now, are there any initiatives going forward that you think that school safety could collaborate with a couple of organizations, like maybe the Center to Prevent Youth Violence, who has an anti-bullying program? I believe I saw a couple of officers there. That program is run by Dan Gross, who's now going to be partnering. He's heading up the Brady Foundation.
Well, Greg, I'll tell you some things we have done. We have a new enhanced juvenile justice bureau inside the police department. Again, we're partnering up with them. We're partnering up with the teachers, Uniform Federation of Teachers, because they have an anti-bullying program. Our city council is very supportive of the anti-bullying initiative. So we are working with various partners to try to bring this issue to the forefront and make sure that everybody's educated on it, and we're instituting programs to prevent it.
You've been listening to Reaching Out. Our very special guest, Brian Conroy of New York City Police Department. He's the commanding officer of school safety. And for the parents that were out there listening and the students that were out there listening, I hope you take away from this segment that the school safety agents are there to help you. You could go approach them. You could talk to them. They're there for you. They want to be your friend. Thank you very much for coming on the show.
Thank you, Greg. Thank you very much.